Don't write what you don't want to write. So don't mind my tired face because I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm pretty cozy. I have a hot cup of coffee here, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about not forcing yourself to write what you don't want to write. I know it's not supposed to be that simple. Even when we want to write and we want to work on our work in progress, we sometimes find ourselves not wanting to write. And I'm not referring to that feeling of, oh, I don't want to write today, but don't force yourself to work on something that you don't believe in, or that you don't find passion in, or that you are not having fun with. Last year, I wrote a book in 2 months, and it was an experiment because I just wanted to just do a quick release. It was a romantasy book, and it had elements of like dark romance and smut and stuff, and that is usually not something that I like to write, but I wanted to make that experiment, and I published it under a pseudonym, like an nom de plume, another name. Basically, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try new things. You should definitely try to write different genres on different languages, and because I learned a lot from that experience. But the book that I just dropped, I was repeating that experience. I had already learned from that experience. I didn't need to do it again, which is to write something simply because it's trending. And it might sound like, wait, what are you talking about? Most people here on YouTube, on TikTok, etc., will tell you to write on trending genres and trending themes and stuff, and to get viewers and whatever. Even if you don't like it, you should probably do that to get more grow a following, get more readers, and that's what you're after. Do it, I guess. But for me, I dropped this book just now because I was repeating a pattern that I already discovered that it wasn't for me, an experience that I already discovered it wasn't for me, actually. And so last year I wrote this romantasy book, and it was very fun. But then when it got to the consequences and the selling and etc., I realized I was just like, man, this is just dumb. I don't even like this, And what I discovered is that I probably should just focus on the things that I want to write and wish to write right now, rather than just giving my energy to something that I just think and I just assume that will probably get more viewing and etc. At the end of the day, I just want to write what I want to write. Let's just imagine that everything went well and I sold a lot of ebooks and it was great. I would have to keep writing that stuff because that would be the viewing and the readers that would follow me, and so I would just probably be stuck with that, something that I didn't even like in the first place, but just because I wanted to I guess for viewing and for money, yeah. And so I was repeating that pattern with a new adult romance book like Ali Hazelwood, Emily Henry, etc. I was like, okay, I should probably write one of those books because they sell really well. Independent authors on Amazon are really crushing it in the genre, whatever. And so I started to write it, and I was very excited. I wrote like 10 chapters in like 1 week, and I was like, okay, let's get going. And then I couldn't write it anymore because I was having an awful time. And you guys might probably think, oh, you just got to a point in the book that you need to get through, just write and whatever. But that wasn't, I really didn't want to write it. That is not the genre that I like to write. That is not the language that I like to write in. Don't force yourself to write if you don't want to write. If you are struggling with that same feeling that, I want to write this book, but this other book would probably sell more, and I hate it. I really hate it, but I need to get through it, and it needs to sell, whatever. Reflect on that, because no one is forcing you. No one is holding a gun on your head for you to do that. So you're probably just pressuring yourself, like I was, to just write popular genres. And after you publish that book, you will have to put the effort and the time to sell it, to market it, just the same as the book that you actually wanted to write in the first place. So to reflect on your morals, what you want, why did you start writing in the first place, what do you like to write, and perhaps even find middle ground between what you want to write and what will probably sell, and then just combine them. And just creativity should be natural, should be flowy. And I don't know about you guys, but when I want to write something that I want to write, I will write it, and it's really not just a huge deal for me. So the moment that I dropped that book, I was like, oh cool, awesome. It was like, oh, I just freed myself from this. And then I started working on the book that I actually wanted to write in the first place. And it's just the characters, the story just just flow out of me. Again, I'm not saying you should do this, you should do that. I'm just saying that I dropped a book to focus on another, because this other book is more special to me, and I don't want to force myself to write on trending themes anymore, because like I said, you will have to put the effort after. And if you don't even like this book, I don't know, it will probably be a terrible time. And so that's it. I hope you guys like this little chat. Please comment what you think below, and see you guys in the next video.